For centuries, marriage followed a predictable timeline. Finish school, get married, start a family. But that timeline has quietly collapsed. What if I told you that in some countries, women are now choosing marriage a decade later than their mothers did? For generations, marriage was once expected in early adulthood, a rite of passage almost predetermined by culture, family, and tradition. But times are changing. Across the globe, women are marrying later than ever before, driven by shifting priorities, economic forces, education, and evolving cultural norms. In some nations, the average age of marriage for women is no longer in the early 20s, and in a few, it's pushing past 30. This isn't a trend confined to wealthy nations. It's happening everywhere, and it says something profound about how women view independence, partnership, and identity in the 21st century. In this video, we'll reveal the top 10 countries where women are delaying marriage the most, the hidden forces driving it, and how this shift is reshaping dating, power dynamics, population growth, and the global economy. And stay to the end, because this trend spreads faster than most governments can respond. 1. Sweden. Many couples have children before marriage, or never marry at all. Strong welfare systems remove urgency, allowing marriage to be about preference, not pressure. Sweden represents one of the most striking examples of delayed marriage. In a nation known for gender equality and progressive social policies, women are choosing independence and stability before tying the knot. The average age of marriage for Swedish women has steadily risen, now often approaching or exceeding 34. This shift reflects broader cultural values. Swedish society emphasizes education, career development, and social support systems that don't hinge on traditional family structures. Cohabitation without marriage is common and socially accepted, meaning that formal marriage often becomes a later life decision, based on choice, not necessity. 2. Japan. Nearly 1 in 4 Japanese women in their 40s has never married, a number unthinkable decades ago. Japan's delayed marriage trend is shaped by a unique intersection of culture, economics, and social expectations. Women in Japan pursue higher education and professional success at rising rates, but the job market remains competitive and demanding. Many women delay marriage to focus on careers in urban centers like Tokyo and Osaka. In addition, cultural norms around independence and gender roles are shifting. Younger generations are questioning traditional expectations of marriage, childcare, and household roles. 3. South Korea. South Korea's shift is one of the fastest on Earth. Women now outperform men in university enrollment, but marriage expectations remain traditional. That mismatch pushes marriage later, or out entirely. South Korea's story is similar, but driven by its own pressures. Women here are some of the most highly educated in the world. University enrollment rates for women are among the highest globally, and advanced degrees are common. But economic realities, including housing costs, labor market competitiveness, and career pressures, create a landscape where traditional marriage takes a back seat. Many women delay marriage until they achieve financial security. 4. United States. In the U.S., the average woman now marries close to 30 years old. In 1960, it was just 20. In the United States, the age at first marriage for women has risen dramatically over the last several decades. Where women once married in their early 20s, the average is now closer to 30. This shift reflects changing attitudes toward independence, lifelong learning, and career development. American women are also more likely to pursue advanced degrees and long-term career paths, which often delay marriage. Cohabitation has become a socially accepted alternative to early marriage, and many women choose long-term relationships without formal commitment. 5. Canada. Canada mirrors the U.S., but with a twist. In major cities, home ownership now takes 10+ years longer than it did in the 1990s. Delay marriage until housing and career location are settled, because moving later is costly. Canada mirrors the trends seen in other Western nations. Women in Canada are delaying marriage for education and career, and because cultural expectations no longer pressure early partnership. The healthcare system, social support networks, and stable labor markets allow women to build independent lives without rushing into marriage. Canadian women often speak of marriage as a personal milestone achieved after a period of self-establishment and experience. 6. Australia. Australia's shift is subtle, but powerful. The average Australian woman now marries in her early 30s, later than any previous generation. In the 1970s, fewer than 1 in 10 Australian women were unmarried at 30. Today, it's more than half. Australia's demographic shifts reflect broader Western trends, but with unique local influences. Australian women delay marriage to pursue travel, education, and career opportunities. Rising living costs and a competitive job market make early marriage less practical. 7. New Zealand. New Zealand often flies under the radar in global relationship trends, but its numbers tell a clear story. The average woman in New Zealand now marries in her early 30s, nearly a decade later than in the early 1970s. New Zealand's culture intertwines individual freedom with strong community values. Women in New Zealand often delay marriage to pursue education, explore passions, or establish careers. Social norms support individual achievements before partnership, making marriage a later life choice, not a rite of passage. 8. Germany. Germany normalizes delayed marriage. Cohabitation before marriage is the norm, not the exception. Marriage is no longer a prerequisite for adulthood. It's an optional milestone. Germany's delayed marriage trend comes from a culture that values economic independence and social stability. Women in Germany enter the workforce in high numbers, and many pursue long-term careers. Marrying later is not uncommon, especially in urban centers like Berlin and Munich. In Germany, marriage is often framed as a partnership between equals, one that requires financial and personal readiness. 9. Spain. Spain's shift is economic. Youth unemployment for years hovered above 30%, even for graduates. Women stay in education longer and delay marriage until careers stabilize, because marriage without income security increases risk. Spain's delayed marriage trend is fascinating because it combines strong cultural traditions with modern economic realities. Historically, Spain placed high social value on early marriage, but economic pressures, especially youth unemployment, have made early marriage impractical for many. Young Spanish women are delaying marriage as they wait for financial stability and career opportunities. Many choose long-term relationships, cohabitation, or postponing marriage until later adulthood. 10. Switzerland. Switzerland might be known for stability, but when it comes to marriage, women are waiting longer than almost anywhere else in Europe. The average Swiss woman now marries for the first time in her early 30s, and in major cities like Zurich and Geneva, it's even later. Switzerland rounds out the list with a trend shaped by high living standards, stable economies, and strong gender equality frameworks. Swiss women pursue education and career objectives early in life, and many choose to establish financial independence before marriage. Switzerland's cultural emphasis on personal choice, combined with its social support systems, allows women to prioritize life goals without immediate pressure to marry. As a result, the average age of marriage among Swiss women continues to rise.